All right, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are. My name is Ciarra St. Arnold. I am a gold consultant here, and today we are going to be going over how to earn passive income. So basically that is earning money while you sleep, earning money without doing a whole lot of work. As I kind of explained before I started the recording, basically what I did is I did a little bit of work up front, and now I don't have to do it again. And I don't make thousands and thousands of dollars off of this, but I do make a little bit here and there. And like I said, I don't have to do any work for it, so I'll take it. And I am in a coffee shop again today. My internet is not working, as I mentioned. So if you hear a lot of background noise, I sincerely apologize. If you can't hear me or something like that, just let me know in the chat and I will try to speak up, or I'll repeat myself, or whatever I need to do. So the first thing that I'm going to have everybody do, if you're able to right now, is go to this website. I'm going to put it in the chat. It is Linktree. If you don't already have an account, I suggest making one, just because it's free, it's super easy to use, and I'm kind of going to go through that process with you guys. Can everybody see my screen? Good? Yes. Okay, perfect. All right. So when you get onto this website, like I said, I put it in the chat. It's just linktr.ee. You can sign up for free over here, or you can log in if you already have an account. If you already have one of these, then that's fine. So I went ahead and created a new one just a minute ago. So once you put in your email and stuff, it's going to ask you what your name is. I put my business name just because that is the platform that I'm going to be using it on. I'm going to be using it for my business. So I did that, and then it will ask you to select a category that best describes your Linktree. Obviously, we are travel and tourism. And then if you want to, you can pick another category. I just left it blank because we do all of this. So I just left mine blank. I don't know if it really matters a whole lot, to be honest with you guys. So I just left it blank. And then when you continue, it should just bring up the different options. I just use the free one because I don't like to pay for stuff, especially something as simple as this. So I just do the free one. It does everything I need it to do. And then you can just continue to Linktree, and then we'll go ahead and get started on how to create everything. And everything like that. So like I said, I do already have a Linktree set up, so I'm just going to make a new one just to kind of show you guys exactly what I did. So it's pretty simple, but if you don't know how this works, pretty much all you have to do to start is add a new link, and then you can make the title. The title is what's going to show up when people click on the link. So when you start typing in here, so we'll just say travel agent, just for an example right now. So once you do this and then you put in a URL, it's going to show up over here. The first thing that I link to is my website. So I just type in, website, and then I will go over and copy and paste this because it's kind of long and I don't want to type it all. So I link this straight to my website. That way they can see, who I am, what I'm doing, and all of the links that I put in my Linktree are actually linked on my website as well. So they kind of get like a double dose of it if they, need it for whatever reason. The next thing that I do on here, I'm trying to pull mine up so I can get it exactly the same. So my inquiry form. So I have a form that I have everybody fill out when they are interested in booking a trip with me. If you don't have one, I highly recommend it. This just gets all of their information about, how to get in contact with them, or where they want to go, how much they're willing to spend, how they heard about me. I like to put on here how people heard about me so that I know which marketing techniques I'm using are working. So the way to get the link for this, if you're not sure, is to go to preview. If you're using Google Forms, if you use something else, I'm not 100% sure how that works. But if you hit preview, it should, just kidding, maybe not. Just kidding, it's send. I apologize. And then I do a link, and then I do the shortened link because I don't want the super long one. I copy it, and then I paste it over here. So I just add a new link. I name it, and you can move these around to put them in the order that you want them. So I just put request a quote. That way it's right there in case they are ready to book a trip, if they want to work with me, something like that. And I personally do charge a $25 non-refundable fee. So anytime somebody fills out that form and then I reach out to them and kind of go over that, then I collect the $25. So even though I haven't booked a trip for them yet, or done a whole lot of research or anything, I automatically made $25 right there. So Erica says she has a lot of background noise. Is it on mine? I'm in a coffee shop, so that may be why. My internet at home is not working. Can you still hear me okay though? Okay. Awesome. So the next thing I do, like I said, I make $25 off of anybody that, you know, is serious about booking with me, just because that's what I have chosen to do. You don't have to do that. Jody has a whole video on charging fees if you guys are interested in kind of figuring out what to say and how to do that and stuff like that. But I do make, I won't say it's necessarily passive income because I do have to talk to those people, but it is another way that I make income up front instead of just, you know, waiting until the trip is over and I get paid my commissions. So that is completely optional, but that is one thing I do to earn a little bit of extra money. Like I said, I only do $25. The other day I had 5 people reach out to me. That was, you know, $125 right there that I didn't really have to do a whole lot for. So those are the first 2 I put on here. And then this is kind of where it gets into the like passive income. So I also include my Viator link. So if people are already on a trip and they find me through social media or something like that, or they just don't want to reach out to me, I put my Viator link on here, and I just named it Book an Excursion because that's exactly what Viator is for. So if you go to the Viator travel agent site, you will have to log in, obviously, and then you can do a couple of different things. So I'm going to go over this a little bit more in depth for my website here in just a little bit. But for my link tree, I just do my basic Viator travel agent link. I don't do anything as far as putting in a destination or a specific attraction or anything like that. So as soon as you log in, up here on the top right hand corner, it should say share with client. If you click that, it'll give you a link, and this link is good. It'll basically bring them to the exact page you were just on. So I'm going to copy this and paste it over here, but whenever they click on it, it's going to bring them to this page that you're seeing here. So then they can search their destination. So if you have somebody that's going to the Bahamas, they can look for it. Or if you have somebody that's going to Punta Cana, they can look for it. It doesn't just take it to one specific place. That way, anybody that clicks on it can use it for wherever they're going, wherever they're at. Does that make sense to everybody? Why we would do, you know, the basic one and not just, you know, say Cancun, for example, or the Bahamas. It's not just one place. If you link it to the entire website, then you're more likely to get sales off of it. Because if they're going to New York City and you have it linked to Cancun, that's not really going to help them out a whole lot. So I just linked that over there for Book an Excursion. And then the next one that I do is concert, shows, sports tickets, all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and type that on here. Buy concert, show, sports tickets. And if you don't have these websites set up already, I strongly recommend doing that. I personally link Events 365. I know some people use Golden Tickets, but I have found personally, just looking for clients, that Events 365 has better prices, and I believe they pay better commissions by just a little bit. So whenever you log into Events 365, it will give you a link up here. And people can use that as kind of like an affiliate link, kind of like how the Viator thing works. So if you just copy that, and then like I said, you can put it over here, and then when people come and click on the link, it'll basically bring up this page. They can search any city, any event, any performer, anything they want. It's not one specific thing that you're trying to sell tickets to. Obviously, if you have a specialty or something like that, then you could always, you know, do a specific concert or something to that nature. But I just do, you know, the overall website. That way more people can use it, and therefore hopefully earning me more passive income because I'm reaching more people that are able, like I said, to use it. So I do that one. And then the last thing that I do is book your own trip. So I'll be honest, I have not had anyone use this one for me or from my link yet, but you know, it's always an option. And what I link is my Evo travel site. So sometimes people just want to do something in a hurry and they don't want to have to worry about it. So my Evo, what is my Evo travel agent? Here we go. My Evo travel agent site. What is the consortia for Events 365? It should just be Travel Leaders Network. And if it's not on there, then it should just be other. Because Travel Leaders is our consortia for everything. When they go to your Viator link, does it link to your travel agent page? Yes. So that's why I say log into the travel agent Viator website before you link it, because if you don't, then it's not going to connect them to your link. And I can show you guys once I finish the link tree kind of how it works. Let me just finish this one real quick, and then I'll kind of go back over that. So I link my Evo travel agent site with my hidden gems. That's my business name. And then this will take people to where they can book flights, hotels, cars, all that good stuff. Like I said, I have not had anybody do this yet. So I don't know if it sends you an email when they do it. I've seen a couple people say that it doesn't. So I'm honestly not sure how you get the commissions for it. But I put it on there just in case somebody wants to use it. you don't want to leave any money on the table. So if somebody does want to use it just because it's fast and it's right there and it's easy, then of course I'm going to let them. So these are the main ones that I do. I also on my link tree, my real one, I have a link to my Calendly because I do team build. So if people come across and they want to know how to become a travel agent, I do that. But I'm not going to include that on here just because that's not necessarily passive income really, just because team building is a lot of work. You can go in under appearance and change how it looks. You can add your logo, all that good stuff. You can also add different social media accounts and stuff. So you can click through these and see which one you like the best. For the sake of time, I'm not going to go through all of these. But as you can see, some are free, some are not. Like I said, I always use a free one. And personally, I have one that's blue in the background, I believe, because it matches my logo. So it's kind of cohesive and it looks nice together. But for the sake of this, like I said, I'm just going to do these links. I have it linked to my social media and all of that as well, but I'm not going to do that right now. So once it is done, obviously this says I need to verify my account. So I'm going to show you guys my actual link tree that I have finished and verified and have posted everywhere, just so you guys can see how it works. So this is what mine looks like if you pull it up on the computer. I have a wellness retreat that I'm planning right now. And then as you can see, all my social media links are up here so people can get in contact with me. It also has my email address so people can get in contact with me. And then, like I said, I have my Calendly down here for people that are interested in becoming a travel agent. But for the Viator one, so like I was telling you guys, if they click book an excursion, it's going to take them straight to my Viator link. And up here, you can see that it says your agent, Ciarra S. So this is my travel agent page. And I know that it's working because I've had people use it before. So make sure that you are logged into your travel agent site before. I believe even if they log in, then it will still have me as their agent. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure, but most people probably, once they get to this page, they don't think about logging in. So I'll be honest, I don't know if that will change things, but I do know that my link takes them directly to Viator and it shows that I'm their agent and I do receive commissions when people use it to book. So just make sure you are logged into your travel agent site, not the regular Viator website, because if you're just on the regular one, you're not going to earn any commissions off of it. Same thing for, I believe, when they pull up my Events 365, they can just search by team, artist, event name, all that good stuff, and it'll pull up, whatever they want. Again, I'll get an email whenever they book through it, and then I can go and put my commission tracking form in and all that good stuff. So I strongly recommend once you make one of these to look at it as a viewer and make sure that all your links are working properly. Make sure that it is taking them to the site that you want it to take them to. Like I said, this one, Book Your Own Trip, it takes them to my travel agent site with Evolution. Like I said, no one has used this for me personally, but that doesn't mean that they won't use it with you. So just make sure that all your links are working once you do this, because I have had several people book through Viator through my link tree that I don't know who they are. And I just get an email that says, such and such bought this excursion and this is what your commission is. And I just have to go in and fill out the commission tracking form. So people that I don't know who they are. So it definitely does work. I will say the one caveat to that is if you are just posting it on your, social media, but you don't actually use your social media, then you're probably not going to get a lot of traction to it, because if you're not posting, people aren't seeing your stuff come up. I personally have this linked on my Facebook, my Instagram, and my TikTok. And on my, like I said, all these links are also on my website. So I have them linked on all of those. I'm pretty active on social media, so I'm going to be honest, that's probably why it works pretty well for me. But you can also just go in and make a post on Facebook or Instagram or wherever and say, hey, are you on vacation and looking to go on an excursion? And then link your Viator link. Or if you see that somebody is on vacation somewhere, then comment on their thing and say, are you looking to do any activities? Don't feel bad about reaching out to people that are on vacation to see if they want to book something, because chances are they're probably looking at Viator anyway if they're looking for stuff to do. So you might as well just send them your link, that way they can go ahead and book, and then you also earn the commissions on it. Again, you didn't have to do a lot of work. All you had to do was send a link. So that is what I do for my link tree. Like I said, all of this is linked on there. I put it on all of my social media pages and everything like that. And then the other thing I wanted to show you guys is my website. So I have a lot of Viator stuff linked on my website under activities and more. As you can see right here, I have things to do in specific places. And the reason that I did that is because personally, other than the New York one, personally, I like to do tropical destinations, things like that. That's pretty much all I book is tropical places, whether it be, you know, the beach, Cancun, wherever it is. That's what I mainly do. That's what I like to do. So that's kind of my niche. And then I also have, as you can see, concerts and tickets, book your own trip, stuff like that. So whenever people go to my website and they click this concerts and shows, it takes them to this page and they can click tickets, and it's going to take them to, this one is golden tickets. This one is a little old. I need to update it. But it takes them straight here and they can purchase tickets straight from my website without even having to talk to me. I use Squarespace to build my website. It did cost a little bit of money, but I think it looks a lot better than the Evolution site, just in my opinion. And like I said, I could add all these different things on here for passive income. So that's the reason I did my own website. It's not a requirement. Like I said, it does cost a little bit of money, but personally, I just like the way it looks better and I can edit it to make it my own and all that kind of stuff. So that's the reason I paid for it. But yeah, I did use Squarespace for mine. And then again, book your own trip. That goes to my Evo website, activities and excursions. This takes them to the regular Viator website. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys how to put specific places like how I did. So as you see here, if I click on things to do in Cancun and it pulls up, it's going to show all these different things straight from Viator. Okay. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been a little bit since I did this. So bear with me because I did not practice before I did this recording. So I did have to pay, like I said, for my website to be able to do this. So if you are just using the Evo website, there's nothing wrong with that. There may be a way to do it on there, but I'll be honest, I don't know what it is. So what I did when I went to Viator, the travel agent site, make sure you are on the travel agent site. Otherwise, it's not going to make a difference. I believe if you go to manage account and then you go to tools, you can create a widget. So basically what that means is, like it says, give your readers more chances to book by pulling up to 30 experiences directly onto your site, filtered by category, destination, or your curation. So whatever you want it to be. So if you click create widget, what you can do is go on here. Either you can do by destination, you can do by category, or you can do by tour or activity name. So what I did is I did by destination because these are the places that I sell the most. So you just start typing in whatever it is, you click on it, and then it's going to bring up automatically 3 options. If you go down here, you can select the number of things you want to show. You can do up to 30. So this gives people more to look at, more options, things like that. This is exactly how it's going to show on your website. And then once they click on whichever one they're interested in, it's going to take them to your Viator site for them to book. So you can change the language. So if you're based in Mexico or somewhere else, you can change the language or the currency, depending on where you are, if those are different for you. I don't put anything here because, to be honest, I'm not sure what it means. But when I go into Squarespace to edit my website, let me pull that up because I was not prepared, y'all. I apologize. Let's see. When you go into edit it, this is what it looks like if you don't use Squarespace. It pulls up all your different pages, and then you can click on them, go in and click edit. And that's how I pretty much did everything. And I did put a little blurb up here with text just to kind of explain, if you're heading to Cancun. And a lot of this is SEO. So if you're not familiar with that, it's search engine optimization. So basically, if people are searching in Google things to do in Cancun, I am more likely to show up the more times I have, things to do in Cancun. That's why whenever that activities and more thing pulls down, it says things to do in wherever. Because when you think of Googling something, that's what people are most likely searching. They're not going to say, they may not have an exact idea of what they want to do. They just want ideas of things to do in Cancun or Costa Rica or wherever. So that's also why I put in here heading to Cancun and need some ideas on what to do while you're there. Look no further. And then I put below are just a few of the amazing excursions offered in Cancun. Some of our favorites being Xcaret Park, because I absolutely love that when I went. So again, if people are looking up Xcaret Park Cancun, my website is more likely to pull up. Not saying that it necessarily does, but it's more likely to pull up because I have all these keywords and like I said, SEO going on. So I don't know why this is not showing. Oh, okay. So whenever you have your page up, I know, like I said, this is specifically for Squarespace. If you use a different website engine or something like that, I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure how it works. But basically what you do is you just add a section that says code, because this is what is given to you from Viator. So you just copy and paste this right here. You can either, highlight it all, or you can just click copy code and then paste it over here. It's going to show, I know on Squarespace, it's going to show that it is disabled whenever you're in the edit mode, but obviously, as you can see here, it is very much working. So I just did that for every place that I wanted to do. Like I said, I picked, I believe 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I picked 6. I did 5 of places that I either book a lot or places that I want to book or be related to whenever people search for travel agents. Because like I said, I like to do tropical destinations. And then I also did New York City, 1, because it's something that is searched a lot. And 2, I have an aunt that lives there, so I know quite a bit about New York. So I do plan quite a bit of those as well. But I did those for, like I said, multiple different ones. You can do the same thing, pick places that you either book a lot or places that you are interested in booking a lot, or just places that you are personally interested in. But that's why I name them all things to do in whatever the place is. Again, just search engine optimization. I have had a couple people book through these links straight from my website. And then, like I said, you will get an email that shows you exactly how much they spent, exactly what your commission will be, things like that. I can actually, let me stop sharing my screen and I'll see if I can find an email so that I can show you guys exactly what it looks like whenever you get the email. Because I had somebody go on a trip and like I said, I got several. So let me see. So you will get, let's see. Oh, no, that was for me. 1 second, guys. Okay, here we go. So let me share my screen again so you guys can see this. All right, so when you get a Viator booking, the subject of it is going to be your Viator booking. This right here is what you're going to put as the confirmation number on the commission tracking form. So it's going to say, thanks for booking on Viator right here, Denise Daly. This is someone I sent on a trip, and I'm going to show you what I do when I provide quotes and stuff to people here in just a minute. But she booked this on her own. This was not a recommendation that I gave her. She just used the link that I sent her, and she booked several different things while they were in Key West. So it's going to show you right here, like I said, the itinerary number, the booking reference number, and then right here it shows how much she spent on these tickets. Okay, so I don't think this email shows your commissions, but whenever you log into Viator, let me go back to what I was doing. The dashboard. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, y'all. Like I said, I was having a rough morning today, so I apologize. So once you go over to manage account, I believe it is. Let's see. Manage bookings. There we go. Manage bookings, and then it's going to show you. And then, like I said, all of mine are from the past. So if you click show past bookings, if it's already happened, then you'll have to click that. If not, then it should just pull it up if they booked it today and they're not doing it until tomorrow or next week or whatever the case is. It should show. So right here, you can see they booked 3 right here. And then over here, it'll show you what your commission is on the right-hand side. So this is how you know what you're earning. Obviously, you need to subtract 20% from this because you only receive the 80% from Viator, but this is how you can find out, what you need to put on your commission tracking form as far as what you have earned. So this is what I do whenever I have people on trips. I personally use TravelJoy. Again, you don't have to do this. You can do it on Google Docs, but I do spend a little bit of money just to be able to do this. So, and have these different options and stuff like that. So whenever I did, let's see here, I believe it was this one, maybe not. Anyway, what I do is whenever I have people going to, let's just say Cancun, for example, let me go back to my thing. When I have people going to, like I said, Cancun, for example, I will go onto my Viator travel agent site and I will go up here and type in Cancun, Mexico, and I've been to Cancun. So if you've been somewhere and you've done an activity that you really liked, try to find that and recommend that to people if you enjoyed it and things like that. So personally, the two I always recommend to people are Xcaret Park. I do the one with with transportation to and from the hotel. So this one right here, it is $140, but like I said, I've already done it. I know that I enjoyed it. I know it's a lot of fun. So what I'll do is I'll click on this, hit share with client. It'll give you a link directly to this Xcaret day trip page. Whenever I copy it, whenever I'm doing the quote, I'll copy it into, what they're doing. So let me pull up one that I did a quote for already. Let's see here. So for this one, under my itineraries and stuff like that, oh gosh, y'all, I am so sorry. I have had a long morning. Here we go. So for this one, we will do, what I'll do is I put it in here. I did it on this one because I had already sent it to him. But what I'll do is I'll say some excursions that I recommend are linked below. You can book these yourself, or I can book them for you. And a lot of times people will just book it themselves because they don't want to spend the money right now. They don't know, exactly what is going to be going on their trip or whatever the case may be. So what I do, like I said, this is Xcaret Park. So I type in Xcaret Park and then I'll give a little blurb about it, but I just highlight it and I make it a hyperlink. So you just click the little link button that's up here or on whatever you're using. Google Docs has it as well. And then I'll just save it. So whenever they click on Xcaret Park, whenever they're actually viewing it, it will bring them back to, move my little bar. It'll bring them back to this page right here. They can select the date they want to go, the number of travelers, all that good stuff. And then they can book it themselves straight from the quote that I provided to them. I saw you had a store on your website. Are you selling items? My store on my website is my Amazon storefront. It just has like frequently forgotten things to pack or vacation must-haves, things like that. I'm going to go over that here in a second as well. So I'm just going to finish this Viator thing and then I'll show you guys that. So like I said, this will bring them right back to this page specifically for Xcaret. If you haven't been somewhere and you just want to give them the link to anything. Personally, I recommend giving at least 2 recommendations. Another one that I do for Cancun is the catamaran. I don't know if it's going to show on here, or the Chichen Itza tour and things like that. Those are really cool. So if you don't have recommendations or you don't want to put recommendations, but like I said, they're going to Cancun, you can hit share with client up here without clicking on anything. It'll give you a link. And if you copy and paste that, it's going to bring them, once they click on it, it's going to bring them to this exact page right here so that they have all the different options. So they're not just limited to 1 or 2. So personally, what I do is I will put 2 recommendations and then I'll also put a link to the entire page. And basically what I'll say is, if you don't think that either of these 2 recommendations interest you, here is a list of all of the options in the area that you will be in, for example, Cancun. So that way they can go in, look at all the different options, things like that, and they can kind of pick what fits them. They can read reviews. They can see how long things are going to take. Because like this one right here is a 12-hour day. So some people may not want to spend that long on something versus something that's maybe 4 hours. So it's kind of what fits them. That way they can kind of have a little bit of control over it and figure out what they want to do, what they enjoy, things like that. Does anybody have any questions about using the different Viator links, different activities, different places, anything like that? If not, I'm going to move on to the Amazon storefront thing. No questions? All right. So like she said, I do have a store on my website and I'm going to show you what this is. So I linked a bunch of pictures. I'll be honest, this took me a minute to do and kind of figure out how I wanted to do it. So like I said, this is just frequently forgotten items on trips. And the way I did this, I don't know if you guys saw my post in the Rising Tide or the Team Horizon Facebook page, but I have recently started using TikTok a lot for my business. So I have this linked on there because I do videos about, must-haves on vacation, a lot of things people forget, stuff like that. So this way, not only am I giving them information of, hey, don't forget to pack this, but also I'm linking to my Amazon storefront so that if they did forget it or they don't have it, they can easily go and purchase it, and then I will make it's an affiliate link basically. So what you do is you earn money whenever people purchase through your link. So you do have to get approved by Amazon to do this. All I did is Google Amazon Associates, I believe is what it's called. And then you just pretty much fill out the information and stuff like that, and they will give you a storefront. If you do not get approved for that, another thing that I use, do you have to pay for the Amazon thing? No, like I said, I don't pay for anything. Everything I do is free because I don't like to spend money on that. So I know there may be one version that you have to pay for, but the one I use is free. It's just an Amazon affiliate. As you can see up here, I have it bookmarked so that I can see, what I've made. I just put this up on my website literally 3 days ago, so I have not earned anything from it yet. But I do have it linked on everything that I post. If I post something about, don't forget this for vacation, I'll be like, you can buy it here. And then I'll link to it so that they can go purchase it and I'll make the commissions for it. If you do not get approved for Amazon or you just want to use something else, another thing that you can do, it's called Like to Know It, I think is what it's called. Yes, Like to Know It, reward style, stuff like that. You can sign up with them, and basically it's a little bit more work. I'll be honest, it is a little bit more work than the Amazon storefront, but it is another way to earn a little bit of commission. Again, this is not one of those things you're going to make thousands and thousands of dollars on, but you can make a little bit of money on it. So basically what you can do is once you are signed up for Like to Know It, you can have it on your phone or on your desktop. I have it on both. You will download this, like, I don't know what these are called, but you'll download this little thing, and when you click on it, it'll give you a link. So for example, if I were to go to Amazon, we'll just do this random thing that came up. I don't know what this is, but we're just going to click on it and I'm going to show you guys how it works. So if you wanted to link this on your website or something like that, you just, once you sign up for Like to Know It, reward style, both the exact same thing, you click this link ninja thing and it will give you an affiliate link to put either on your website. Right here, it says variable commission rate. So this is $24. Like I said, you may not make but a couple cents off of it, but if you have 100 people buying it, eventually, then it does add up, and we don't want to leave any money on the table. So every penny I can get, I'm going to take. So you click get link, and it's copied, and then you can go and paste it. Like I said, whenever I edited this on my website, it took me a long time, but I was linking to my Amazon storefront for each item, and then it would bring up the picture. Or if you just want to make a document, I know a lot of people do this. This is what I did at first before I had this on my website. Make a Google Doc and say, don't forget to pack these things, or don't forget to bring these things, and a little blurb about what each thing is or whatever. And then what you can do is put what the item is, what it can be used for. So for example, these metal hooks right here, they're magnetic hooks. These are for cruises because the walls in cruise cabins are magnetic. As far as I know, all of them are. There's never enough places to hang your stuff up. So I recommend people getting these for, hanging up their towel or hanging up their bathing suit when it's still wet, something like that, so that you don't just have wet stuff laying around everywhere, or if you want to hang your bag on it or something like that, so it's not sitting on the floor. You can just say, magnetic hooks, and then, like I said, explain what it is, and then you can say you can buy it here and link it to that. Once they purchase it through your link, you will get money, and then I think you have to earn so much, but then they'll send you a check in the mail, or you can opt in for direct deposit. So those are some of the things that I have found to earn, like affiliate links. And like I said, you set it up once and then you don't have to do it again. I send this to all of my clients. Some of this is cruise specific. Some of it is just like, hey, don't forget to bring, aloe or something like that on a beach vacation because you might get sunburnt or something like that. I also have like beach towels and lanyards and all kinds of stuff that you can use, medicine that you may forget, because, obviously they can go to Walmart and buy it, but with Amazon these days, people want to just have it delivered to them. So that's why I have even the simple stuff like medicine linked on here as well. Like I said, a lot of this is cruise specific just because that's the video I just did. I need to add some more things on here, but you kind of get the idea. But Like to Know It is one of those, like I said, you don't have to have a certain amount of followers or anything like that on social media to be able to use it. You can use it pretty much right off the bat, at least from my experience. I don't think it's changed since I signed up for it. And then I will send that to all of my clients and be like, hey, don't forget all this stuff. If you did forget it and you don't want to run to the store, you can buy it here. So that's what I did. And even if they click on it and they end up searching for something else, that's say they click on this wrinkle release to go buy this, it's going to take them straight to Amazon to buy it. But just say they go up here and search for beach towels or something like that. Even though they aren't buying exactly what they clicked on, you will still earn the affiliate money from them going and purchasing something else, as long as they are still on your link and not just going to regular Amazon, like closing out and going back into regular Amazon or something like that. So I hope that made sense. Does anybody have any questions about the affiliate links on Amazon or like to know it or anything like that? Any questions on how that works? I know that's kind of new. That's something I just recently started. So like I said, I haven't made any money off of that yet because I just started it a couple days ago. But I know a lot of people that do that. I believe Krista Wiley does it as well. That's kind of where I got the idea, to be honest with you guys. So that's another thing I do to earn passive income. Like I said, just started a couple days. So I haven't yet, but I plan on sending it to all of my clients so that they can purchase stuff if they need to. That's pretty much all I had. It's not a whole lot, I'll be honest with you guys. Like I said, the main thing that I will say I earn passive income from is my Viator link. Like I said, I send that to all of my clients going on a trip, and then I have gotten a couple bookings from people using it on like my social media and stuff like that. I actually had somebody email me about it and say, hey, if I were to book through you, is this exactly the same thing that you would be able to find me through this website? And I told them yes. And they said, okay, I'll just book it myself then, so that you don't have to worry about, or so that they didn't have to worry about giving me their card information and stuff like that. So a lot of times people feel that it's a little bit more secure, especially if they're not booking a trip with you. Obviously, if they're booking a trip with you, that's a little bit different. But if they're not booking a trip and they're like, I don't know you, I just saw you on TikTok or on Instagram or whatever, I don't want to give you my card information, then that makes them feel a little bit more secure in that, because I know some people are super weird about giving out their card information and stuff like that. So that is what I've made the most money on, is Viator for sure. But I have had a couple sales with Events 365, people getting concert tickets. Personally, I prefer that one over Golden Tickets just because they pay out a little bit better. From what I've seen, their prices are a little bit better on tickets as well. But it's all just personal preference. But that is pretty much all I had. If nobody has any questions, I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording.